Hello, welcome to my tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a cracked face look in Photoshop. So grab the portrait photo that you want to use. Close-ups work best. And so we're going to hit File and Place, and I'm going to grab this cracked texture that I found on the internet. You can find a lot of free textures on the internet, and so this one is one of my favorites. So I'm just making this so it's big enough to cover all the skin that I want to affect. So here we go. So when you're clicked on the cracked layer, you're going to want to come over here in the right corner and change the opacity. Bring it to anywhere between 50 and 70%. About 60 is really good. And then right next to it, we have the blending modes. It says normal on default. You're going to want to click on that and change the blending mode to multiply. And so this will give it a real subtle look. And then let's click down here. We want to add a layer mask to this cracked layer. And we're going to select the brush tool. You can hit the B key for that. And you want to make sure that white is your top color when you do this. And so what we're going to do is click this layer mask and you hit Control Backspace or Command Backspace, and it's going to hide that cracked layer. But then we can come back in and paint that texture right back onto his face. And if you go outside of the areas that you want to affect, if you change your colors so black is on top, you can paint out the cracks that you just placed on. And so with black on my brush, I'm gonna come and paint out, take off the cracks over the eyes and the mouth. So nobody normally has cracked skin like this, but you want him to look as normal as possible. And so you wouldn't have cracks in your eyes, and you probably wouldn't have cracks on your lips. Nobody really likes cracked lips, so I'm just going to take those both off. So this is looking pretty good. I want to make a few of these cracks really pop though, so I'm going to stay selected on this layer mask. And I'm going to come and grab the dodge tool, which you can hit O for that. It's right here. And at the top you want to make sure that you're on highlights. And then when you're on highlights, you can come over here and just start painting on some of these cracks. And it's a really subtle change, but it is darkening a few of these cracks. If we scoot back out a little bit, you can kind of see what's happening. And so you can do this just to your favorite cracks to give them a little more depth. And then that's basically it. And to end, I'm going to add a saturation layer, and I'm just going to bring down the saturation so his skin has an ashen gray color. And with the layer mask provided, I'm going to come in and remove that desaturation from the eyes so that they still pop. And so there you have it. There is the cracked layer look in Photoshop. Thanks.